Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is one of the contracts I decided to pick up. Wanted to kind of see how the Deadwood worked. After reading it, it said that we could transport and sell the logs ourselves after we finished harvesting them. So, just out of curiosity, I decided to go ahead and take the contract. It only pays about $1,000, and it's a $2,000 penalty if we cut the wrong tree. But so far, we've been careful. We haven't cut the wrong tree. We are having to lease this piece of equipment to do it, which means we get a little bit less. That's why it's only going to be about $1,000 contract. But I want to see how lucrative it is to do this and harvest our own trees. I was looking at that one trying to see if I could see the mark. Right there, just at the top edge of that brush there, there's a little red mark. That marks that tree as ours, or at least marks it to be cut. I also went ahead, I bought the chainsaw. It was $1,000. Done a little bit of grinding contracts off camera. There's a stump over there, I think, is what I'm hitting. But now we've got a chainsaw. So once we finish this contract, we're going to grab our little truck and come back up here, cut up as much of this as we can. Hopefully cut it small enough that we can put it in our little truck and then run it down to market. I also want to try and see if I can maybe drag the trees with this thing. I don't think you can. I think that might actually be another piece of equipment. I've seen some people do it. It might be a mod as well. Oh, we completed the contract. Okay. Okay, no, we cannot attach it to the back of that. Let's get this out of the way. I'll see you when I get my cart back up here. All right, everybody. So I had to do something here I didn't want to do. I was thinking that maybe this contract would be easy money. Turns out it's not exactly easy money. I loaded down my little Tiger car there. Had it actually pretty loaded. Got to the first point that's marked on the map as a sell point for lumber or for wood, and couldn't find the drop point. So I tried a few other places, and like the sawmill was telling me that I don't own that land, so I can't drop there. So the only thing I can figure is do wood chips. There's probably a couple pieces of wood laying around the map somewhere. We might have to go back and find, but I'm not going to worry about that today. So what I ended up doing was I ended up leasing a tractor, the wood chipper, and the trailer. Again, not exactly something I wanted to do, but kind of felt like at this point it's something we need to do. So we're just going to run this thing until it's either out of fuel or we get all this wood harvested. While I was looking, I also found this guy is on sale. So we will be buying that most likely when we finish this contract and get everything turned in. It's not the telehandler I wanted, but it is the telehandler that is on sale. And it'll at least work for the meantime. As I said, primarily right now that's going to be for getting chicken feed and eggs. I'm going to get back to this. I figure you don't want to see me just running back and forth with a bunch of logs. Or, sticks of firewood. I wouldn't even really call this a log. So before I turn everything in and before we sell, I'll definitely be back on camera. That way you can see the final result. But I'll see you then. Sorry about that, folks. I didn't hit the button quite fast enough. Just did our drop. We made about $1,500 off those wood chips. So that doesn't even pay for the lease, unfortunately. But the plus to that is I figured out how a few things work, and we're going to collect that. And like I said, we lost quite a bit of money there. But I'm going to do some more grinding off camera, and I will talk to you all shortly. Well, it'll be shortly for you. It'll be quite a grind for me. All right, everybody. Just finished grinding out quite a few contracts, and we are finally up to 64,000, which means we're going to be picking this guy up. Take a look at the wheels that we have. Doesn't change the cost or anything like that, so we're going to go ahead and take it. Take this one just like it is. I like those wheels. They look like they're a little bit more rated for road use. Which it is going to be on the farm. We may be on the road with it. We may be on the farm. I'm not sure where all we're going to end up using this thing. Get that, and then scroll up here to the top. Telehandler tools. We need a pallet fork. Unfortunately, that's a little bit more than what we can spend right now. I thought they were only about 1,000. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this, bring it back. Or actually, I'm not going to bother grabbing it. Just go break it out real quick. Take a look at the interior. I think that'll work for just about everything we need to do. I'm going to knock out a couple more contracts, and then we'll pick up the pallet fork and probably wrap it up shortly after that. All right, folks, I think that's probably the easiest spraying contract I think I've ever done. It is literally just 2 passes with this thing. And we're about to complete this one. As you see, we do have enough to get our pallet fork, but I'm going to keep grinding out. I've got one more. You can see I've got one more to do. Get this thing out on the road. Get it stopped. Yes, I know no field was found. I don't want you to do a field. Okay, so can't get the AI helper to drive it in that way. Just going to use an AI helper to drive it while I take care of our telehandler. And there we go. He is driving himself. Which makes things a little bit easier. We're at 48%. That should be plenty. There's our telehandler. Let's go to telehandler tools. Get our pallet fork. We're going to buy it. All right, my next priority is going to be to get a tractor. And the tractor I'm wanting to get is not going to be a cheap one. I want to go ahead and just get the biggest thing I can get. That way I can get bigger equipment, and it'll make things easier for taking care of most of the contract. Trying to raise our forks just a little bit. We're going to run this back to the house, and about the time we get there, maybe a little bit sooner, our contractor should have the tractor over there to the field for us to do a fertilizing contract on it. And once that happens, then we're gonna wrap things up for the day. This video here has been a bit of a struggle to get put out. Just seems like almost everything's gone wrong with it. Didn't get hit by a train this time, but I took on a Deadwood contract. Tried to use our little cart to move it, and that was just a disaster from the start. So I leased equipment to chip it out, chip all the excess wood into wood chip, and that turned into a bit of a disaster as well, because we only ended up getting a little bit of cash from that. And I think I might have made a wrong turn somewhere. Oh yeah, I did. Any of my viewers ever get lost on the way home? That's kind of what just happened. As you can see on our map over there by Farm 51, our tractor has arrived. So we'll be jumping in it here in just a minute, finish out that contract, and then wrap this episode up. If there's anything anybody wants to see, any specific contracts being done, any plots of land they'd like to see bought, specific equipment being used, let me know down in the comments below. I'll be sure to do my best to get that done for you. I do plan on getting the Nexat. It's the new piece of equipment. From the videos I've seen of it, it looks like a transformer. You can drive it straight and it looks like a road train, but then when you actually go to use it and unfold it, the cab swings up and out, and then it basically turns itself sideways, and it drives sideways in relation to its direction of transport. But there's our little farm. Oh, let's get over here to this guy and go ahead and start fertilizing the field. First thing we gotta do, we gotta get rid of that big map. And then we gotta go into our steering assist mode. Yeah, we'll go ahead and run it like that. Unfold. I'm gonna back up a little bit here. And there we go. As you see, we're spraying an herbicide. So as we drive over the plants, they're being killed by the herbicide. And this may be one of the next pieces of equipment we get as well. Probably not this particular sprayer. I know I think it was in Farming Sim 22, it was a sprayer solid fertilizer combo. So you could run both the liquid fertilizer, you could also run the solid fertilizer in it. and that was extremely convenient. Pretty sure we have plenty of fertilizer in this thing, so I'm not too worried about a little bit of waste, and the amount that we are wasting there is very minimal. As you see, we're already at 50% on this field. Also want to let everybody know the video tempo may slow down a little bit over the next few weeks. I'm going to be taking a little short vacation from work, taking a week off, go back home for a little bit, and then when I come back, I'm going to have some family with me. So, family's going to be visiting just to extend that R&R time and time with family. So that's going to make recording a little bit more difficult, just trying to spend time with family. I'm still going to try and keep videos coming. Worst case is they'll just drop down to maybe 1 or 2 a week instead of 3, which with work I may have to do so anyways. Just trying to crank out 3 videos a week and work a 50-hour work week with an hour drive one way for work is a little on the difficult side. But we'll see what happens. I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm definitely going to continue to do this. Like I said, it just may slow down a little bit over the next few weeks. As you see, 76, almost 70, there's 77%. This contract is almost done. And turn off the sprayer. Missed a little bit right there, but not a big deal. I don't think it's going to matter. I think we'll still complete this contract with a little bit of unfinished work. As you see, we're only down to 35%. We started around 50%. Contract's finished. Hold the sprayer up. Oh, I just about messed up there. I can't create a job from here. Notice the AI doesn't like to drive from the middle of the field. A lot of times it'll pop up saying destination unreachable. So I don't know why that is, if the pathing just isn't there, or if the AI itself just isn't smart enough. But I'm going to pull on out here. And before we return this, I do want it to be taken back to the shop. That way we can offload because that's almost a full. Actually, I think that's a little over a full thing of herbicide. So we're gonna go here, create job, go to, select our coordinates, find the shop, zoom in. We're just gonna tell them to drop right there or stop right there. And there they go. As you can see, that is not my character. They're gonna run it back to the shop for us. I want to come over here to check on my chickens. Got 11 of 20, 100% health, 694 on the food. This pallet is 250. This pallet is 100. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this pallet with our new telehandler, lift it up a little bit so it can drop. And by drop, I mean so that it can actually start distributing a little bit of food. Okay, I guess it did drop. But I'm going to park it right there. Yeah, it did fill their food. Okay. And we've got another pallet that's full, so don't have to worry about that too much. We go in here to our animal menu. Our chickens are only at 16%. I probably should have grabbed mature chickens. And actually, we might go ahead and do that. If I can remember how to. Oh, it's animal dealer. That was really smart of me. There's chickens. All right, they're going to be 55 a piece. Well, $50 plus a $5 transportation fee. Or no, it's $5 a piece. Okay. Well, we have 11. So let's go ahead and put 5 mature in there. 275. Oh, I don't have enough money. Okay. Well, we'll come back to that. Since we're here, we can go drop off the little bit of herbicide we have left. That thing reacts extremely quickly. Doesn't help that I was full throttle trying to back up either. Alright, then we want to unload. No, not unfold. Unload. There we go. Now we can turn this contract in, and we'll have enough money to get our chickens. There's that one and that one. As you see, now we're up to 4,000. So let's go to the animal dealer again. Go to chickens. Get mature chickens. We'll do 5. That brings us up to 16 in our coop. That way we're making a little bit of eggs. There we go. We're at 16 of 20. Health is showing only 66%. That'll probably change next month. But yeah, I believe that's about it for this episode. Like I said before, if there's anything particular you all want to see, let me know. Any vehicles you want to see me get, animals, properties you want me to buy, different ways of playing. If you they're like if there's a certain way you want me to do something, let me know. I'll see what I can do for you. I really have no solid plan for this episode. I wanted to do a start from scratch. The game doesn't allow you to do a true start from scratch, so I had to start with 100,000. So far, we have used AI contractors to move equipment, and I have messed around with them a little bit as far as trying to figure out how they actually work for contracts. There was a contract I did, I forgot to record, where I think it was the beetroot. You have to use a contractor or you have to have somebody else playing with you. And I don't do a whole lot of multiplayer, but the harvester that the contract came with did not have a hopper on it or a reservoir. It harvested and dumped at the same time. So you had to stay beside it with the truck. Only way to do that was to use AI helpers. After that one, I did mess around with them a little bit, just trying to see how they work. But I'm going to wrap it up there. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave any comments in the comment section down below. And as always, I'll see you next time.